Hello humans, today I want to talk about this guy right here. This is a Sony Walkman designed for Minidisc, which is this thing. So what exactly is Minidisc? Well, the idea behind Minidisc is that this is going to be an audio format to replace cassettes. This was designed to be to CDs what cassettes were to vinyl. It's significantly more portable, slightly more convenient, and just generally a more practical thing to slip in your pocket, as you can see with this block right here. Now, the big drawing point about this is it was released in 1992, not drawing point, but the big issue with this is it was released exactly 1 year after MP3s, and it was competing for the same sort of evolution as MP3s were at the same time period. They were both supposed to be very, very portable. They were both supposed to be sort of on the go, durable, so on and so forth, but this is a physical audio format. This takes up space. You can't carry too many of these, and whilst you are getting between 60 and 80 minutes of audio per disc, I think most of these are 60. No, this is 74. So that's 74 minutes of audio max. This is also 74. I want to see if I've got some 60s. So anyways, these were sort of designed to take over for cassettes. They are a more durable version of CDs, and as a result, they were marketed as such. They were marketed as extremely portable, the next big thing in this space. And they saw release in Japan and Europe. And it went okay. Like, it didn't go brilliantly. So Sony saw limited sales within Europe, but quite a bit more commercial success in Asia, specifically Japan. And they continued selling Minidiscs up until 2013. By 2011, they had over 13 million copies of the player sold, which is okay. It's not great, but it was, relatively speaking, commercially viable for a while. But like I said, this guy released at the same time that MP3s were competing, and this saw its way through the beginning of the MP3 wars. That was not a good time for a weird audio format that you couldn't really play in your hi-fi system at home because that was for CDs or vinyl. And you couldn't, it was less practical to carry around than an MP3 player because, MP3s aren't things like this that take up space in a bag or pocket. So it was just sort of left without a good place in the market. Now, let's talk about the actual Sony Walkman mini disc player. So, as you can see on the back, it is a portable mini disc player, mini disc logo. This guy eats AA batteries, or more accurately, a single AA battery. I actually really like this door. It is well made. The entire device is actually fairly well made. It's relatively heavy. Even all the plastics feel good. It's got these nice chromed metal buttons. It's got bass boost, volume control on the bottom, along with a stop/change button, fast forward and play, and go back. This one here I got with this Sony sort of controller. The idea is that you can clip it on to your shirt and plug your headphones into this, and that actually gives you a fair amount of control over the device itself. With your stop, you've got your hold, you've got volumes, you've got play mode, your display button, and volume controls on this side right here, and it's all accessible. So all you have to do is plug your headphones in and control everything. Oh, I turned it on by mistake, but you can actually see right there how much battery the device has. don't like all these teeny tiny buttons, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, man. Come on, you were just telling me you had full battery. Display? Or maybe it's being temperamental. That's fun. Anyways, it displays what song you're on, how far in the song, and how much battery the device itself has. Weird that it was working by accident, and now I can't get it to do it. Oh, there we are. So now it's actually playing song 1 on the mini disc that I've got. And it's got enough data on the mini disc for it to tell what it's playing. I have no idea what this song is. I genuinely know nothing about Coyote Ugly. This is my father's set that he got in Denmark while he was there. We're going to stop that now. There we are. This is a removable piece. It's got this little data chip so that it can give the information required to the display, and it's got the headphone jack itself. It can be done without the headphone jack. I do not recommend. It is not pleasant. The whole thing is fairly sleek. It looks good, but this is actually an irritating control to use, in my opinion. It's not horrible, but it's not the best. And you pull out your mini disc just like that. All the mini discs have instructions for which end you want to insert. And it's as easy as it seems. You just sort of stick it in. On the inside, I'm not going to pull this apart any extra, but you can see right there, it spins the actual disc itself in order to allow it to read it. So this is literally just a tiny CD, like more compact disc. They did originally come so that you could recharge them. I don't have a charger for it. Yeah, I mean, really and truly, this is just a story of an interesting product coming out at the wrong time in the wrong markets. People didn't want another audio format that they had to carry around. It's that simple, and it's rather unfortunate because this is pretty good. Like, the compression isn't too bad. It's not that far below a CD in terms of audio quality. I would definitely put it at a step or two above an MP3, but it's not as convenient as an MP3, and this is a product and this is a design entirely based around as convenient as possible for on the go. And really and truly, I think that's what this is. It's a story of a good idea and a good design coming out at the wrong time. And considering that, it lasted a fairly long time. Like, completely honestly, this thing was in production for over 20 years. Despite the fact that it spent the entirety of that time competing with stuff like iPods. Right? Even the original iPods, I don't have one. MP3 players, even the later generation CD players this thing was competing against. And a CD player, you at least had the benefit of using the same general audio format for your car and your home and potentially your portable music player. So it's just sad, I think. I do like this. It's a great audio format. The device itself still works great even after spending 20 years in storage. Good God. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to find any new or interesting to me mini discs. I do keep sort of a idle eye out for them, trying to see if there's anything interesting. Maybe I'll find some, maybe I won't. In any case, I'm hoping to find some empty ones and potentially a burner so I can try and make my own. So if that happens, I will likely make a video on it. Yeah, this has sort of been the Sony Mini Disc Walkman. Stay safe and have fun out there, guys. Peace.